Stages Houston is always putting on amazing performances, and Das Barbecue is no different. This comedy is going to have you stomping your feet, slapping your knees, and laughing out loud. It reimagines Wagner's epic music drama, The Ring Cycle, as a hilarious Texas hootenanny. By the way, I've always wanted to say hootenanny out loud. Say it with me, hootenanny. Das Barbecue is playing now through June 1st, so get your tickets and watch 5 incredible actors transformed into over 30 outrageous characters. Hold on to your hats, y'all, and get your tickets at stageshouston.com today. Want to make a real difference in just 1 hour? Join the Harris County chapter of Gals Who Give on May 13th for their quarterly event from 7 to 8 p.m. at 249 West 19th Street in Houston. This is really cool. All you have to do is bring a blank $100 check, nominate a local nonprofit, then 3 charities are randomly selected to present, and 1 will walk away with the full pot. And you'll get a tax receipt. Join them and make a real change. Learn more at galswhogive.org and click on the Harris County chapter in the upper right. Today on CityCast Houston, Trump's tariffs have come for almost all my favorite things, but I'm drawing the line at desserts. Plus, our beloved HEB is catching some heat. Let's talk food with Cron.com's food writer, Erica Cheng. It's Wednesday, May 7th. I'm Raheel Ramzanali, and here's what Houston's talking about. Erica, you know desserts hold a special place in my heart. They're my weakness. They're the reason why I work out so much. They're the last joy in my life. Like, yes, I have kids and my wife. They're great. I love them. I love this job. I love my friends like you.
Sure.
But desserts, Erica, that's my thing, okay? I love them.
So you're saying you would push me in front of a moving bus if there was like a slice of cake on the other side or whatever, if it was me and a slice of cake?
I'm not saying that, but I'm also saying that a little bit, okay? Because I love desserts. But am I going to have to pay more for desserts now? What is happening?
Okay, so in the food world, the one thing that a lot of restaurateurs are talking about are these crazy pause, unpause, play tariffs that President Donald Trump has been just talking about for months, right? And yes, to some degree, it is going to affect your favorite desserts. For Cron, I went to talk to 2 Heights businesses, Pudgy's Fine Cookies and Underground Creamery, about how the tariffs are impacting their stuff. And the stuff that they're telling me, good Lord, y'all need to stock up on your chocolate, coffee, and matcha as soon as possible because there are so many things working against us that are going to drive prices up.
Really? Like how much are we looking at?
Here's the thing. We don't know. We have no clue. So, okay, for example, let's talk about chocolate, right? I don't know if y'all know this, but a lot of chocolate, especially at fancy dessert places, is European. It's imported from Belgium, from France, et cetera, et cetera. One of the most well-known brands in the bakery sector is the Valrhona chocolate, which comes from France. Okay. And those EU tariffs, I think they're paused right now, but originally they were slated to be around 20%. Right now it's at 10%. And these local businesses that need this quality chocolate are just balking at the prices to the point where Van Teemer and Josh DeLeon of Pudgy's and Underground Creamery, they're starting to source their chocolate from other places. They're looking on Amazon. They're looking at Whole Foods. They're just looking at different places to buy this chocolate.
Oh, wow. Are they looking at American sources or still foreign sources, right? Because that's the big thing with President Trump and his administration is get everything back here to America. And doesn't matter if your desserts cost more. It doesn't matter if your cars cost more. We just want everything here in America. So where are they getting it from?
Okay. Ultimately, America is producing not great chocolate. Let's say that, right? We have Nestle, we have Toll House. That does not compare to the Valrhona. Mm-hmm. So everything that's quality chocolate is coming out of Europe.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
And the cocoa beans themselves, they're getting sourced from all over Latin America. They're just growing all over the place.
Yeah, it's hard to grow here.
It's very difficult to grow. But here's the thing, because of things like climate change, there's been a global cocoa shortage.
What?
Yeah. Isn't that nuts? Yeah. It's been going since 2024.
Wow.
Your mind is blown.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a global cocoa shortage. Have the prices reflected that? Because I feel like dessert prices have been pretty steady here for the last few years.
They have, right? But the thing is I think it's slowly and surely becoming an issue because the shortage is actually related to climate change, right? So there are
Mm-hmm.
a lot of producers in West Africa, namely like Ghana. You see a lot of cocoa farms that see black pod disease, which means the cocoa is not as good as it used to be. It's a little sick, it's a little messed up. And we see like extended periods of drought. So climate change is like severely impacting the harvest. There are less quality,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote, quality chocolates. And the prices of chocolate has been steadily climbing since 2024.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I would say this is a double whammy, but as I was reading your story, right, when we're talking specifically about the two businesses that you interviewed, Underground Creamery and Pudgy's Cookies, it's a triple whammy for them because of their Houston roots. You mentioned the climate change, you mentioned the tariffs, but they are also still recovering from Hurricane Beryl and the derecho from last year, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
their business insurance capped their payout at a certain number, and they were out of pocket for all that lost business, the damages to their building. So they're still recovering from that. Will they even survive through all of this?
So this is the thing, I asked them, I was like, what are you guys going to do for the future? And they're like, well, we don't know. You adapt to it. And the last resort for them is to raise prices. That is the absolute last
Mm,
resort because, and they said this, and honestly, I applaud them for acknowledging this. They're like, we're a luxury good. You don't need cookies. You don't need ice cream. You might, Raheel.
mhm.
And I'm not going to lie, me too. But they're like, this is not a necessity for life. If we raise prices, people are going to cut desserts out of their monthly budget. So it's really up in the air for this one. And it's absolutely crazy to me because if y'all know about Underground Creamery, if y'all know about Pudgy's, they started off as pop-ups. They would like sell stuff out of apartments and just like all over the place. Before he did ice cream, Josh De Leon was a Southwest Airlines baggage handler. Yeah. And Van Teamer of Pudgy's Cookies, she was like a dental hygienist. So these people gave up their careers to do this. And it's huge risk, like
Yeah.
incredibly huge. So they really rely on like this local, community to get them together. And I will say this. One thing that I did talk to them about is, obviously a dessert shop is really different from a restaurant, right? Ice cream lasts. You can stick it in the freezer for God knows how long. On my end, I have been eating ice cream that's way too old, but it's still good. I'm
Yeah.
not dying.
We all do.
Besides the point. But those cookies are ready to eat. You eat them at the store. But she is diversified by doing a lot of different caterings. If you've been to Burger Bodega, if you've been to Stuffed Belly, you can buy a Pudgy's cookie, which is actually really smart. They have done different kinds of businessy type
Mm-hmm.
things to make it work. And they're still struggling. They're still contemplating whether or not to raise prices. So
Man.
it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's scary to hear. Like they're not sure what to do. And this kind of goes against what the whole plan with the tariffs, as Donald Trump explained it, was like we want to lift American businesses and we want everything to stay here. But it's like these are American success stories that will now suffer because of the potential tariffs that go in and out. Whatever it feels like that day for President Donald Trump, like, hey, we're going to do this. We're not going to do it. I don't know. And that's scary.
Mhm.
And I hope both of those businesses and so many other businesses that are impacted by tariffs across the board survive because everyone is, pursuing that American dream and that promise. So hopefully they can survive.
Mhm.
Speaking of businesses that we love, I want to talk about a Texas grown business that is near and dear to us, and that's HEB, which, by the way, they were still the best grocery store in the region. They had a share of 25% of the market. Kroger was second. So we all love HEB, but I saw that they were catching some heat online. What happened, Erica?
So Sushi Yacht, HEB, you know and love them. I've had their sashimi almost on a weekly basis. They decided to introduce a dessert sandwich. Okay. I know y'all looking at me crazy, but if your algorithm is just like mine, I've seen so many people fly to Japan and eat these little convenience store sandwiches.
Yeah, they're called sandos, by the
Yes.
way, like Japanese sandos. And they're very iconic. They're huge. They're stuffed with strawberry. There's egg salad ones. You'll see pictures in the story linked in our show notes. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, that's what we're talking about, those Japanese sandos.
Yes. And hey, this is something that people don't know. Sushiya is actually a Japanese company. They were founded originally as a restaurant in Houston called Tokyo Gardens, which was the first sushi place in Houston. Boom.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
dropping
That's
it
cool.
on y'all, bam.
Yeah.
But over the years, I think Tokyo Gardens closed in like the 90s or something, and very smart, they pivoted to HEB. So they were basically the first grocery store sushi in Texas, and they are serving every HEB. That company is called
Mhm.
Tokyo Gardens Catering, still headquartered in Houston.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, they're awesome. I reached out to them because I was like, what's going on with the sandwich, right? And if y'all don't know, for $8 at the HEB sushi counter, you can buy a sandwich that's strawberries, whipped cream, and Texas toast.
And that's it.
That's it.
It's simple. That's how the Japanese sandwiches are, by the way. They're very
Yes.
simple.
Very simple.
So why are they catching heat? That sounds like something you can't mess up, really.
So according to the internet, people are super mad because they're like, this tastes bad. They're like they have been flaming this. And when I talked to owner, he went, yeah, I read the Reddit comments. Like cracking up. I felt so bad. And people were just saying like, why is this on Texas toast? This isn't like, it's not supposed to be on that. It's supposed to be on shokupan, which is like Japanese milk bread. You know, I used to work at a Japanese bakery when I was in college. And let me tell you, that bread, it is so good. It is so fragile. I used to have to cut whole loaves and they would fall apart. And it really, I have trauma. Besides the point.
That bread with some whipped butter is one of my favorite treats. It has to be whipped butter, though.
Okay. For a man that likes dessert, why is toast? I'm not gonna. Okay.
Because that milk bread is a little sweet. And that whipped butter just highlights that sweetness. I like it. I'm a man with diverse tastes. Come on.
You're so right. I just thought a self-proclaimed dessert lover would like something else, but that's none of my business.
Yeah.
That's none of my business.
So what's happening? So they used the wrong bread. They used Texas toast and it didn't work. Are they fixing the recipe? Are they still catching heat? What's happening?
So, okay. Understandably, they've caught a lot of heat. And they're like, we're going back to the drawing board. We're going to R&D it. We had no idea that people felt this way about it.
Wow.
However, I have beef with these people that think that a sushi sandwich, strawberry sandwich, is going to hit like a Japanese convenience store.
That's true. It's hard. Like those Japanese sandwiches are iconic. As you mentioned, people fly all the way to Japan just to try those, right? I get that. And there are a lot of places around the city of Houston making these Japanese sandos. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to say it. I think $8 for that sandwich is way too much, okay? If it was like a $4 or $5 sandwich, maybe I would get it. I've had the Japanese sandos here in Houston at various locations. It's not for me. I don't think they're that good. They don't hit the spot for me either way. So when I saw all the comments, I was like, yeah, that makes sense because first, it's $8 for a sandwich filled with whipped cream and strawberries. Come on.
Nothing of sustenance in there at all. It's just vibes on bread. Just vibes. And so I get it. And I will applaud HEB for this because I'm like, there are people that live in very rural areas of Texas that don't have sushi restaurants, that don't have this sando exposure. And I applaud them for giving the option. I think consumers maybe need to relax a little bit because I'm like, hey, girlie, we're not at the konbini in Tokyo, babes. Okay. Like, we're at an HEB in the middle of Houston, Texas. I think you can, let's adjust.
Set your standards a little different.
Exactly. A lot of people are like, I paid $2 for this in Japan. Girl, we're in Texas. I don't know what to tell you. We just had the tariffs in. And like, that's the other thing too. In my brief conversation with the president of Tokyo Gardens Catering, Robert Gondo, he had mentioned offhandedly that the tariffs are hitting him too.
Oh no.
So yeah.
With what products? What side of business?
Like soy sauce. They get some stuff from Europe as well. Like,
oh my gosh.
So here's the thing. It's all connected. I think maybe we should have a little grace, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we have a little bit of grace. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But at the same time, Tokyo Gardens is really grateful that all of y'all showed up and showed out on Instagram and Reddit telling him that y'all hate these products because they're like, hey, we don't get feedback any other way.
That's good. I swear, if President Donald Trump comes for my San Antonio sushi roll that I get at HEB, we're going to have more problems.
Oh, you have no clue.
My dessert, now my sushi. Come on, Erica. What are we doing here? By the way, if you want to read this really cool story that executive producer Laura Eisensee shared with me about how HEB has become this iconic destination in Monterrey, Mexico. Okay? Yeah, HEB is killing it in Monterrey, Mexico. It's awesome. You got to check it out. It's linked in our show notes. Take a look. It's fantastic.
That's beautiful. Texas to the world.
H-Town really comes alive in spring, and especially in the heart of our city, downtown Houston. There's so much to do, so grab your crew and explore everything downtown Houston has to offer. From their vibrant parks to their sizzling food scene, and of course, those amazing free outdoor events all season long. Want to just gather the family and hang out like I enjoy doing? Downtown Houston has you covered. Head to Market Square Park or Treveley Park for kid-friendly games, movies under the stars, and so much more. To really be in the know, text downtown to 56512, where you'll find maps, the best parking spots, special events, and more. You can also find all of the fun and free events at downtownhouston.org. Spring is here, so come eat, play, and explore in downtown Houston. Get revived and energized in downtown. We're all looking for a perfect Mother's Day present, so let me tell you about the Aura frame. It was just named the best digital frame by Wirecutter, and I got one for my mom, and she's not that tech savvy, but it was a breeze for her to set up. The best part, once she was connected to the Aura app, all of my siblings and so many cousins all over the country, we started sharing photos with mom right away. Pictures of grandkids, memories from our childhood, and even one from my cousin's wedding where my mom and dad fell asleep during the ceremony. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that off of Instagram. The picture and video quality is second to none, and Aura frames look good all around the house. Aura has a great deal right now for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code CityCast. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. All right, Erica, Mother's Day is coming up this weekend, and we want to celebrate mom or a mother figure or that person that is special to you on Mother's Day. So I'm going to get some spots from you, and I gave you some categories because I know you like picking different things. So we're going to pick a spot for the laid back mom, right? Kind of like my wife. She's laid back. She's like, whatever, just don't make me dress up. Then we're going to go for that high end mom who's like, this is Mother's Day for me. All right. And then Erica's wild card. So we will start with the laid back mom. What's your recommendation?
First of all, shout out to all the moms. I love moms. Dads, shut up until June or whatever. Sorry to you, Raheel. My bad. It's not your day. But laid back moms. My mom is very laid back, and something that I didn't realize we were doing until recently was we would go to like one of my mom's favorite restaurants, like very, you go there all the time. People know us, and we would splurge on the more expensive meals.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which is like, maybe we always go to a Chinese restaurant. Maybe we're not eating Peking duck every time we go. But for Mother's Day, Peking duck, right?
Okay, gotcha. So you're picking that a little bit more expensive item at her favorite place.
Yes, for sure. 100%.
Okay, I like that. I like that tip. So that one's, you have to talk to your wife, mom, mother figure, your mom, whatever it may be, and let them pick. And let them splurge a little bit. Maybe let them get that extra drink. It's all good.
Sure.
Come on, it's Mother's Day.
For sure.
Okay, how about high-end moms, right? And these are the moms, like, they love Mother's Day, and shout out to them, but they're like, I'm going to go a little extra here. I want to go to that fancy restaurant. I want to get dressed up. I want to celebrate myself this year because I've been taking care of the kids and taking them all over the city for practices, for recitals, for this and that. I want to be treated. Give me some spots.
Okay, how bougie can we get? If money is not an object, I think you should take your moms to one of the handful of Michelin star restaurants we have in the city. It's a good time to try. I mean, it's technically spring. It feels like it's summer, whatever, but it's a good time to be out and about eating at these fancy restaurants. If my mom wasn't super picky, I would take her to March because that place it's so fancy. I ate there one time and I still think about it on the regs.
Wow. Good luck getting a reservation for Mother's Day, though. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's going to be a little hard, right? Maybe there's a rain check and you take her a little bit later on, but yeah, that's a great recommendation.
Yeah, make it work. Make it work, my guy. As for our bougie on a budget people, I mean, I don't think it's remiss to recommend something like Liberty Kitchen, right?
Okay,
Liberty
yeah.
Kitchen. It's got a couple locations in Houston. If you want to eat oysters, you can have a little drink, get fancy with it. But here's the kicker. They love moms. The first 5 moms at both locations will get a free Kendra Scott necklace.
What?
Yeah, it is.
Come
It
on.
is one of their things that they're doing. They have a Mother's Day brunch menu as well. I mean, it's all included.
I like that. A free Kendra Scott necklace, which every mom loves. My daughter, by the way, every birthday, she goes to Kendra Scott for her birthday gift. I don't know why. Like, she loves
She's
Kendra
so
Scott. She gets a
bougie.
discount and she gets to pick her little thing. So now we're going to make my mom and my wife do that. All right. We're trying to get free stuff here. So that's good right there.
For sure, we love free stuff. And hey, if you wanna diversify what you're eating, go to a sushi spot, go to Katarobata, go to Katami. One of my favorite sleeper hits right now is Bori, Bori. It is this Korean barbecue place that to me is like next level elevated for some
Whoa.
reason. The original location in Spring Branch is an art gallery.
What?
Sick, right? So sick. Yeah, and I took my mom there for like my birthday. I don't know why I was paying for her food if it was my birthday. Anyway, but I took my mom there and she was like, this is nice. They cook the meat for you. They have everything nice and set up. It's beautiful. And you can like putter around the art gallery when you're waiting or when you're bored.
I love that. A little side quest while you eat.
Yeah, little side
That's
quest.
great. Is that your wild card pick?
No, that is my bougie pick.
Okay, what's your wild card?
Okay, I didn't mean to put 2 Korean restaurants back to back, but my wild card pick, I love going to the Korean spa. So
What?
I love, okay.
Hold on. I said restaurants.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Wow, this is why it's the wild card. I love going to the Korean spa. If you're going to Spa World at Katy, there's a restaurant upstairs.
What?
Boom. Boom.
Is the food good?
Yeah. It's okay. Everything tastes good when you sat in a sauna for like 2 hours. All right. So to me, that restaurant isn't necessarily about whether it's like high quality or the best or whatever. It's the trip of going to the spa with your mom and then you share like, I don't know, a kimchi pancake afterwards. Like the spa is the main attraction.
Whoa. That is such a Houston thing right there. Going to a spa in Katy and then going to the restaurant upstairs, only in H-Town.
Yes. And okay, they have like golf bays too if you want to do some virtual golfing.
Wait, what? Who brought the golf base to this? What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't they have golf. They have like a kid playground. They have a kid world.
What?
So you get it. You see the vision, right? You see the vision. This is actually a wild card pick because you asked for one and I'm going to hit you with it every time.
Hold on.
It's
There's
crazy.
Golf base, a spa, a restaurant, a kid zone. This is an adventure for the whole family. What a great pick.
Boom. Y'all doubted
I
me.
love it.
Oh, is this a restaurant? Yeah, it is, Raheel. Yeah, it is.
This is a golf simulator? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I cannot. My mom actually really loves this place because I don't know how to explain this. There's a clay ball pit.
What?
Erica, what does that mean? It's a bunch of tiny little clay balls that they put on the floor of a hot room and you lay in it. And she loves a little like warm massage chill thing, right? So she's chilling down there. I totally forgot to mention the spa has like a movie theater room.
What? Oh my gosh.
Once again, no, you're like, I know you're laughing because you're blown away at this.
I'm blown away. This is amazing. This is my kind of place. A clay ball pit room, a movie room, a golf simulator, spa, saunas, a restaurant. Nothing will top this. So we're ending it right there.
Nothing will top. And the main attraction, dude, let me tell you about the main attraction. You're like, Erica, how's their main attraction? You just listed 6 different amenities. The main attraction is in Korean. It's called like the bolguma, which means like essentially it's a hot oven that you cook yourself in. It's freaking hot. It's dark. It's like smoky. And I'm pretty sure it's 200 degrees. They have like the little temperature gauge outside.
Yeah.
But you walk around in that clay oven for 2 minutes and you come out, you feel great. They have an ice room. So you go sit in an ice room afterwards.
Sign me up. I like that.
They have a nap pod, bro. A nap pod.
Oh my gosh. This has everything.
This has everything. Y'all doubted me. Korean spa. Where's the restaurant? I can't get over it. But boom. There you go. There you go. Erica put you on. Let them know.
Erica put me on game once again.
Once again.
Erica, I love getting your hot food takes, and I know you have one that's been burning up. You've been hitting me up like, I need to get this off of my chest. So this is your time, Erica. What is your check, please? Your hot food take in the city of Houston.
Okay, this is going to hurt a lot of people. But over in the Cron newsroom, I have been talking a lot with our culture reporter, Jamil David. We talk about celebrities every morning. And of course, the conversation always geared towards Houston celebs, right? Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion. And my hot take for them is I do not trust celebrity recommendations anymore when it comes to eating in Houston.
What? Why? What did they do to you?
I love Beyonce. I love Megan. I am blasting her song on repeat. It's whatever. Yeah, I love her. But but let me tell you something. They don't really live here anymore.
Oh.
So
okay.
So when they eat here, it's stuff that they used to eat when they live here. We have progressed too far as a society.
Oh,
twist.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying like Beyonce will rep Frenchies and she'll always put on for Frenchies. We'll pick up a box when she's here. It's a big deal. But you're saying that we've evolved as a city. There's more than Frenchies. Yeah, that's great, like to have it, but that's not what we should be known for on a national level. Is that kind of the gist of it?
Yes, 100%. And here's my thing. If I was visiting Houston, Beyonce was like, you should eat at Frenchie's. I don't know if I would go because I'm sorry. I like Frenchie's. I really do. However, we are so much more than that. If you're listening to CityCast Houston, Beyonce, I will take you out to eat. Please hit me up, girl. Yeah. Please hit me up.
Come on. What did Meg Thee Stallion recommend that got you a little upset?
I think her choice is valid. As we all know, she grew up on the South Side. She's picking TP's seafood restaurant. But she only picks TP's seafood restaurant. She will shout out Papados here and there, for the culture. But I don't know what she's eating in Houston that's up to date.
So yeah, when she's coming back, she's just taking a, trip down memory lane. And she wants to go where, she remembers. So that's fine. Erica, the celebrity, where are you going to rep? Go. You just made it. You're on the red carpet at the Met Gala. And they go, Erica, where should we go when we go to Houston? Go. Answer it.
Unfortunately, I'm a gatekeeper. I will not tell anybody.
Oh, come on. Rep the spot.
Rep the spot. We're going to rep the spot. Okay. Everybody, I think, should go to Burns Original Barbecue if they're on the north side. If you're on the south side, Cool Runnings, Jamaican, also delicious. If you're in Asia Town, bro, just throw a dart at the map and eat wherever.
Anywhere.
Okay.
I like it. That's a good hot take.
Actually, I'm going to put you on game. Let me put you on game for Asia Town.
Yeah.
R House. The letter R House.
Yeah. What is it? What kind of food?
It's Chinese, right? They are known for one of the cheapest lunch specials in Houston, but their regular dinner fare, also awesome. They're open until 2 a.m. It is one lady and her husband just running around the restaurant, doing whatever it is they do. This is a secret for the Chinese people out there. If you bring any kind of raw seafood, they will cook it for you.
That sounds delicious.
That's my place. That's my place. I love eating there.
Erica, we just got so many great recommendations, so much news. Thank you for joining us. It's always a blast, and I can't wait to go to Spa World and hit up the golf simulator, the restaurant, the clay ball pit, the steaming hot room, the oven room, all of that. Thank you, Erica.
I'm glad to put y'all on. Let them know who sent you. They don't know me.
That was Cron.com's food writer, Erica Cheng. Check out all of the stories we talked about and Erica's recommendations in our show notes. Hey, where else are you going to learn about a place like Spa World? Yep, only here on CityCast Houston. Make sure you subscribe to CityCast Houston to get more great recommendations, news, and moments of joy every morning in your podcast feed. Also, let us know how we're doing. Give us a rating and review wherever you listen, and share this episode with 3 friends who have a sweet tooth like me. Don't forget to sign up for our daily newsletter, Hey Houston, for even more food news and the best new restaurants around H-Town. I've linked that in our show notes as well. Thanks. That will do it for today. I'm Raheel Ramzanali. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new.
Yeah, and as you should, we support women feminism. Name a woman, Raheel. Boom. Quick test.
Erica. That's the easiest one.